Hi guys. This might be the dumbest thread ever, but anyway, I propose let's show us your beer fridge. Yay! Yeah, right, I've had a few. Anyway, I've got to turn the camera around and then spin the bloody thing around. I'm going to show you my beer fridge. Yep, there it is. Focus. There's my beer fridge. It's got things stuck on it. So there's the bonnet off a Corvette. Some pipes. Yeah, lots of keys, which shouldn't be there. There's an engine. It's a model I built when I was like 13 or 14. That's a V8 engine off a Don Garlett's rear engine dragster. Anyone who's American would know Don Garlett's. That engine is out of a Plymouth Duster, and I can't remember the dude's name who drove it. Might have been Phil Grumpy Jenkins, not sure. But there's my beer fridge. I'll stand back a bit. Now, my wife's dad died a couple of weeks ago. Before he died, he had to move out of his house and he moved into a unit. This is about 6 or 7 years ago, and he had two fridges, one in the bloody kitchen and one in the family room. And when he moved out of his house, he said we could have his fridge, the second one, you know. So my brother-in-law picked it up for me, but he dropped it on its side, and he delivered it to me, and I bloody got it down into me shed, and I whacked it on. And after a couple of days I realised, probably because he dropped it, that the fridge didn't work, only the freezer did. There's the fridge bit, there's the freezer bit, the fridge bit. Okay, so I because I've got a combi, I spray painted a combi sign on it. There's a lot of shit stuck on my fridge. There, I think that might even be a Plymouth Duster stuck to my fridge, along with a lot of other shit. But anyway, because the fridge didn't work, but the freezer did, I did this. Oh fuck, a bit of cardboard in there. Because the, I'll stand back so you can see. The freezer works, but the fridge didn't. So, to allow the cold air to go down to the fridge, and being an ex-roofer, I had snips, so I just like punched a hole in the bottom of the freezer with a chisel, and then used my tin snips to cut a hole, and then did the same underneath, you know, under the fridge bit. Yeah, whatever. And they just knocked out the insulation, so the freezer works fine. As you can see, there's a bit of ice build up there, and now the cold air goes through, still works fine. I've had this fridge in my shed for, fuck, I don't know, 6 or 7 years, whatever. There's my fridge. There's shit stuck on it. That's my late dad. He bought my combi. He bought the combi brand new in 1975, and he was awarded with that fucking RACV badge for 25 years service in the RACV, or whatever you fucking call it. Anyway, so I've got that on there. Picked that up at a pub. There was a chick behind the bar, and I said, "Oh, you got any of those fucking things that, you know, your pull taps things have on them?" Yeah, she gave me that. So there's my beer fridge. is my beer fridge, and I fucking love it. I'll show you a bit of shit on there. There's mag wheels, there's engines, there's, yeah, I know, keys, there's prisms. When I say prisms, that's them things, and that thing which came out of an old set of binoculars that I pulled apart, that's the fucking lenses off them, and the bottom half, the fridge bit, you know, I put a couple of fancy handles. Oh, fancy handle. Oh, fancy handle. There's a combi fridge magnet. Oops. And someone's gone and stuck keys on there, which I said don't do it. So there's my beer fridge, and it's a fucking ripper. And it for yonks. No beer in it. No beer, no beer in it at all. There's no beer in it because I don't drink beer. I drink that. Well, I do drink beer, but if I haven't got that, then I drink beer. So there's my beer fridge. And I'll just walk backwards. Long shot. Woohoo! This is my shed. They're the racks that I keep all my prospecting stuff in. You know, when I find shit, I've made up shelves to put in those racks, and all my prospecting prospecting stuff is in there. Here's my little lounge suite. I love this fucking old lounge suite. I love timber. Look at the fucking timber on this motherfucker. This is just like solid timber. I love it. Yeah, blah blah blah. Me wardrobes. There's me beer fridge. I love my beer fridge. Yep. And the sad thing is, I know me beer fridge is pretty much fucked. I can put stuff in the fridge and the cold air goes through the hole into the fridge, but you know, I know I could get a better fridge, but that means I'd have to throw this one out, and this one's just like part of the family. My kids love it. So if you've got a fridge that's a beer fridge in your shed, in your house, wherever the fuck it is, if you like your beer fridge and you want to show it up, hey, fucking fucking film it and whack it up. Alright. I probably shouldn't be filming anyway because I'm pissed as a fart. But what's that on telly? Oh, the program guide. I don't know why that's on there. Anyway, the soccer games have just started. I'm waiting for an explosion, so I'm just going to go back to the telly and I'll close this off and see what happens. Alright. Triple R. Hooroo. Is that stopped? Oh, hang on.